In this video, we'll discuss a few key country music singing tips. Every style of music has its own quirks, of course, and country music is no different. The familiar twang and accent of most country music stars, combined with the classic guitar chords, cowboy chords, and supplemental instruments of southern folk and bluegrass music, create a very distinct sound, as you know. So for an aspiring country singer, getting that style just right is critical. And while country music singing is not inherently different in many ways, you'll need to practice to master that country style tone. So first tip, listen to the masters. The first thing every aspiring country music singer should do is listen to the masters of the genre. Go back in time a little bit. Who you feel is the epitome of country music will depend on your preferences, but the guys like Hank Williams and Willie Nelson are great examples of how country music can vary. As you listen, realize, of course, that no two singers are the same. Every singer has his own unique accent and style, and copying any of them will likely sound strange. A lot of beginning singers will force a country accent when singing a classic, trying to attain that same vocal quality as the original singer, and frankly, this is a bad idea. While country music has a definite tone, you can't force it. And if you have no accent naturally, don't pretend to have one. Eventually, you will develop a special tone for singing country music. It comes with practice. Even if it doesn't, however, you can be confident in your own voice. Use what sounds most natural. The next tip for obtaining the right tone. So, if you're not supposed to copy other singers and you shouldn't force an accent, how is it that you acquire that country tone that we all know and love? It's really about undressing your style a little bit. Stop adding so much flourish and sing casually. A good country singer will present their lyrics naturally. Try to imagine having a conversation with someone and then set it to music and start singing. The result will likely be incredibly awkward at first, but you'll slowly learn how to elongate notes and add just the right affectations. Next tip, tough one here, record yourself. One of the easiest ways to improve your country singing ability is to record your own voice and listen back to it. We rarely hear our own accents or the natural timbre of our own voices, but by recording your practice, you can pinpoint exactly where you need to work. I recommend recording at least once a week, once a day if possible, and reviewing your results. And if possible, you can find someone who's just as interested in country as you are and have them listen to the recording so you can get real feedback. And you just fine-tune from there. Next tip up here, proper breathing, big one. A big problem of a lot of aspiring country singers is to have that nasal quality. This comes from forcing too much head voice with an unnatural accent. Want to avoid that. So to avoid it, try singing from the back of your throat. This habit for many new country singers is to use as little mouth as possible, pushing the sound through their nose, and this can be unnatural unless you have a nice thick accent. So instead, breathe through your nose and sing with an open, soft palate. It may feel weird and unnatural at first, but with practice, the sound will come out stronger and more naturally. If you're serious about becoming a great country singer, start today. Practice takes time, so work on breathing more naturally, singing in a more relaxed, casual tone, and drawing on the natural timbre of your own voice. Ignore the urge to force it and let the music draw you in. You'll be surprised at what comes out. And over time, you'll really start to improve your country singing voice. Now, country, of course, in recent years has changed a lot. It's certainly gone more crossover and pop. Think Taylor Swift and Keith Urban. I mean, Keith is from Australia. He certainly doesn't have a South Texas accent, but he makes country work. There are lots of pop crossover stars that don't have much of a country twang at all. So ultimately, you're gonna have to find your own heroes and your own interpretation of those heroes to find your best natural country voice. That's it for this video, guys. We'll see you next time.